31 titles together, and since the start of 2023, Adam, the Johns brothers are 17-1 on Championship Sunday in men's doubles. So when they get there, they're not losing.
Game one, time man, 0-0-2.
Collin Johns will start us off with first serve over to Matt Wright.
No.
I just kind of like it when that slow ball goes to the middle and Collin just kind of looks over like, Ben, get it. Come get it, man.
I know. It's so true. Firefight won by Ben Johns.
And so frustrating. I mean, Federico just on the first ball as much as he could be. They've been so ready with the combinations. Yeah, that's a solid look. He had Collin Johns a little pretzeled up, confused with the placement. But when you add deception into your game, sometimes it's tough to keep it in.
Long for Ben off the left cord.
And a real master class in strategic play from the Johns brothers last round against Tardio and Daescu. A lot of middle dinks and forcing Daescu and Tardio to speed up on their terms.
Beautiful play from Ben.
A nice two-handed backhand. It's just been growing and growing and growing the last 6 to 8 months.
Go.
Looks to be for the Johns brothers to be moving the dinks around all over the kitchen to start. And of course, their initial strategy says a lot about how they're going to play the entirety of the match.
Yours? No. Right out.
Well, Federico Staksrud overtook Ben Johns in the men's singles standings with his points totals a couple of weeks ago. Do you think that weighs on Ben's mind at all in these kind of competitions when it comes to men's doubles?
I do not think so.
Okay. Just checking.
No, he's pretty locked. I mean, it's a very reasonable question, but there's just not a lot of stuff that phases Ben Johns. He goes about his business as well as anyone. That is a very nice speed up high into the shoulder area of Collin Johns from Matt Wright. And he was squeezing the center line from the right side, so kind of came at Collin from an interesting angle.
Beautiful shot from Matt Wright in the middle. So deceptive with his touch.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I mentioned the middle dinks at the beginning of the match, is because Matt Wright's forehand out wide can give players and teams a lot of trouble. I was thinking maybe they would continue that strategy.
Nice shot to the corner.
And early on, Matt is doing something that Gabe Tardio did, where he is finding forehands from the middle of the court from the right side, which is very unusual.
Yeah, pinching middle quite heavily like Gabe Tardio was yesterday in the quarterfinals. Collin probably spotting the adjustment.
Nice shot.
Wow, Fed Staksrud giving us a preview of the men's singles match coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't think that he would be able to find that angle with pace. Proved me very wrong.
Federico Staksrud very much alive on that left side of the court. No points for the Johns brothers.
Yeah, tough to get an initial speed up past Fed, especially on the forehand side.
Good look, good look. Second serve.
Yeah, I agree with Matt, telling Fed that's a good look. Collin John's very late, getting forward after a phenomenal serve. But he's got brother back up. And Matt Wright actually has a decent amount of success from lobbing from the back of the court. Those two previous lobs were way too short, though. Got to get some depth on it if you throw it up high.
You. Me. You. Yes. There you go. Second serve.
Collin John's rarely late on the slide to the right to counter with the backhand, but he was on that previous attempt.
2-3-2.
Overpowered by Ben Johns was Matt Wright's tie game.
3-3-2. You. Oh, there you go. Right out.
That's twice now in the last couple points, or few points, should I say, for Federico Staksrud with a quality attack out of the air on the backhand side. That is kind of going into the bread and butter of Collin Johns, but he's beat him twice.
3-3-1. Second serve. 3-3-2.
Trying to call Ben off, but he was locked and loaded with the forehand, and it didn't matter.
Very assertive and maybe cranky out call from Collin Johns.
Cranky's a good word for that one.
Yours.
No issues with Collin dinking cross court with Matt Wright. Not afraid to get into that pattern, especially with the quality counterattacks of Ben Johns.
They have 31 titles together in mixed. He and Collin also have 31 titles together, so potential game within the game.
Yours. Nice shot, Ben. Really good serve.
Federico Staksrud, one-handed roll backhand is giving the Johns brothers some trouble right now.
You. Go.
Oh. Sneaky defense from Collin Johns. Run the I formation with Ben Johns, but Staksrud comes away with it.
Yeah, and if you think the two left side fellas have similar technique and similar shot selection, because that's true.
They do.
Yeah, Fed likes to model his game after the #1 Ben Johns. He does a pretty good, dang good job of it. Coming in hot, Fed. With a floaty drop from the back of the court, trusted it, came full steam ahead against Collin Johns.
4-4-1.
Federico Staksrud playing well early.
28 years old, based out of Naples, Florida, Federico Staksrud, originally from Argentina.
And maybe got away with that one a little bit, but as I said, the forehand of Matt Wright is an absolute weapon, whether out of the air or off the bounce. Ben Johns a hair late on that swing. Fed forced to go tweener as Matt Wright beat Ben Johns on the forehand side a point ago. Fed couldn't do it in back-to-back points.
Good look, good look, good look.
I mean, that's as cranky as it gets on that call right there. He's just disgusted.
Out.
You. Yours.
Gotta ask him about that.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, wow. That might have possibly gone right through the armpit area of Matt Wright. I don't think it grazed him. And Matt Wright waves that finger. Uh-oh. Federico kind of pushing his shoe along the white lines to see if they're slick, and he's not thrilled with the result. He I don't know exactly what that was, a timeout of sorts, but those lines get slick very quickly. I'm not sure if it's spitting out there or just some residual moisture from earlier, but Federico Staksrud has decided that he would like to stop play.
Packed house here at the Vizzy Hard Seltzer Atlanta Open, presented by Acrytech. Back on Humana Championship Court after a brief rain delay. Ben Johns serving over to Matt Wright. What a play by Matt Wright and Federico Staksrud.
Insane hands early in the point from Fed and Matt after a barrage of shots from Ben Johns. And then Matt also finishes the point. This court positioning from the right side is very interesting. And it's not something that I've seen too frequently as a player or commentator. So I like it, and we'll see what else they can come up with.
Another miss from the Johns brothers, and how about this? A 3-point lead on the side of Wright and Staksrud.
They're both playing phenomenally.
Matt Wright once again with the backhand slice down the middle. Wow.
Yeah, so 2 lobs, a couple quality backhands from the right side from the middle of the court, and a 4-point lead.
And a sound effect from Matt Wright, the 46-year-old lawyer based out of Wichita, Kansas.
Sometimes you make a noise when you bend, when you're 46.
Hold the trigger. Fed says he likes it from Matt Wright.
I don't mind it either. I think Ben Johns was leaning heavy toward the backhand side. I mean, I'm sure he would have got a paddle on that ball had it gone over, but decent spot for Matt Wright.
Oh, play by Ben Johns. No one saw that inside out coming.
Yeah, nice wrist manipulation to go to the backside of Fed.
Both teams playing for a spot in Championship Sunday. And pressure from Federico Staksrud.
Yeah, that's a heavy forehand from Fed, because that was not struck poorly from Collin Johns, and Fed was all over it.
5-8-2.
Another one from Matt Wright. He's found that middle a couple times on that backhand slide.
I see why why Fed said he liked it just a couple points ago, because this time plenty of success, and Ben Johns throwing his head back, not happy with being fooled a couple times now from Matt Wright.
Yes.
Matt Wright was completely in the air when he hit that backhand. Look at the athleticism from the older gentleman.
That's right, former Michigan tennis star Matt Wright. They arrive at game point quickly in this one.
Oh, and Fed just says nope, and yeah, I mean, caught the tape. This is wild.
10-5-1.
Yeah, and I said wild. Clearly, Matt Wright and Fed can win this match, but how it's happened is what's more wild to me.
Matt Wright pulls the trigger again and takes the first game 11-5.
Welcome to the Picklr, where everything's better.
Everything's better at the Picklr.
Everything's better at the Picklr.
Matt Wright and Federico Staksrud on the brink of an upset. They're one game away from a championship Sunday appearance. Tall mountain to climb, though, in the Johns brothers. Point in case right there. No pun intended with the lawyer Matt Wright on the courts.
0-0-1.
Collin Johns back to serve.
You. Okay.
Oh my. No way.
You.
How did Matt Wright come up with that defensive shot behind his back?
Odd hands from Matt Wright, sliding to find a backhand and switched over to the forehand in midair.
0-0-2.
No.
Right out.
And Ben, occasionally when the score gets lopsided, not in his favor, does try to overextend and take a ton of court, and we'll see if that happens right here.
Oh no, tough let cord in favor of Matt Wright.
And some big time frustration from Ben. He's thrown his head back earlier in game one, this time kind of smacking the ball with the backside of his paddle. He's a bit rattled, which is rare.
Uh-oh.
I mean, great hands. I mean, illegal.
He still caught it.
Yeah, illegal, but great hands, Matt.
1-0-2.
Right at the belly button. Oh, Matt Wright had the opening he wanted.
And I love him changing his spot there. He can go to everywhere with the forehand. He has found the right hip of Ben Johns multiple times earlier in this match. This time he goes line and is rewarded with a high ball, but can't come up with it.
Go. Go. Out. No!
Pressure from Matt Wright once again, and the only teams the Johns brothers seem to struggle against are these newer partnerships. Ben explained to us it took a minute to figure out Gabe and Andre Obviously, they know Matt well and Fed well, but together not as much. That's a good trigger pull for Matt Wright. What does he do that's so exceptional compared to other players?
I mean, he just, and I said it, all the spots. So you can't anticipate where he's going to go. And he changes it at the last second. So he kind of whips through the zone, a little bit of forearm strength there from Matt Wright, and it's just very difficult to read where he's going to go. Holds it. So, and to touch on what you said, Michelle, it's the new partnerships. So actually, two of the best strategic minds in the game, Ben and Collin Johns, but actually about 80 or 90% of it is planning before the match.
Right.
I mean, they have talked about how in-game adjustments are a thing, but it's a very small percentage. It's just a little bit here, a little bit there. It's the plan before and sticking to that plan that what makes their strategy so good.
ATP, an effortless one from Fed Staksrud. You see him fly around the court a lot of men's singles and pulls that shot off quite fluently.
0-2-2.
Collin Johns responds with the deflection cross court on Matt Wright.
So good with the one-hander from the chest from Collin.
Oh my, he got it. No, he didn't. Matt Wright, he's still got hops. 46 years old, look at this guy go.
And he wants it from the crowd. Get him up, get him up. Let's go. The captain of the 40-plus team, Matt Wright, playing lights out right now.
What did he say to Julian Arnold's in the quarterfinals?
A lot of things.
46 and a lawyer, and I'm still winning in pickleball against you. That's awesome. Oh my!
And two-hander off the bounce now. And because it was such a good line, I believe it was, I'm 46 and I have a day job.
Oh, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
Amazing line, amazing line.
That's a good look from Fed. Not only does he strike that ball particularly well in that spot, he moves forward after it.
Oh my, Matt Wright going off.
This is insane. The lobs are so well disguised out of the air and timed to perfection. I mentioned the two-handed speed up from Matt Wright off the bounce earlier, and now just fires away knowing that Collin is on his not preferred side. Oh, just missed. Fed was like, man, that looks fun. I'm going to try a lob as well.
1-4-1.
Missed it. Rarely does. The low backhand roll from Ben Johns into the net. Here's Matt Wright. If you're new to Matt Wright, he's had a series of breakups in his partnerships. Last year, the big breakup with Riley Newman. This year, an amicable one with James Ignatowicz. He got it inside the baseline, did Collin Johns.
I wasn't quite sure, but no argument, so clearly in.
4-2.
ambitious there on that particular speed up. But I think he, you talking about his partnership, I think he clearly falls into the category of you don't really love him when you're playing him, but he's a good partner. You like him on your team, you just don't really want to face him.
He's a pesky opponent, that's for sure. Has he met his match? And Federico Staksrud is the question. So far, I think yes. Let Cord will help that one.
Yeah, that was a simultaneous brother head roll after that clipping of the tape on the Matt Wright forehand. And yeah, just no energy on the side of the Johns brothers, which is not unusual, but they might be running out of time.
4-3-1.
Collin throwing his hand up as just a standard dink back behind Federico Staksrud, goes wide. And it is snowballing, and I believe this was Ben Johns calling a timeout, which is a huge rarity. 6-3 in game 2 on a 1.
Time in. 6-3-1.
Pressure is on now. 5 points away are Wright and Staksrud from taking the match. Staksrud answers right after the timeout called.
Yeah, 3-shot combination. Speed up from Matt. He's on the next ball, and then his partner from the left side cleans it up. And this is what Matt was talking about with Collin unwinding the stack. Let's see if Fed can get a third shot drive here. Well, they tried it. It didn't work out as they drew it up, but either way, they get the point, and 8-3 now.
8-3-1.
He just missed. He put it perfectly to the back of the court. The only place that he could go. The angle was definitely there, just missed.
Matt Wright's reaction said it all. Third shot drive forced out, and it's a 9-3 lead for Wright and Staksrud. Game 2, 2 points away from taking the match on the 1 seed. This would be wild. Federico Staksrud is on another level. Match point, Matt Wright and Fed Staksrud.
Match point.
What is unfolding in Atlanta? Another driving crash, missed it. Oh, he wanted to let it go, wasn't sure, hesitated, caught his paddle. Match point saved from the Johns brothers. You can never count the Johns brothers out of matches, even at this scoreline. That's what makes them special. Another lob from Matt Wright, perfectly executed on Collin Johns.
I mean, it has to be something like 8 for 8 or 9 for 9. Insane.
3-10-2. Side out.
No points and ball back over.
Second match point for Matt Wright and Federico Staksrud, 46 years old and looking for a Grand Slam title in Atlanta. Matt Wright closes it. 11-3 is the final in game 2. Down goes the world number 1. Matt Wright and Federico Staksrud on to Championship Sunday. Nobody in this building, except for maybe you, Fed, and Johnny Goldberg on your bench, thought that this upset was possible. How did you guys just beat the Johns brothers in 2 games?
I don't, you know, if there were only 3 people that thought we could do it, we were 2 of them, like you said. We're confident in each other. We've played, what, 3 matches together? 4, whatever it is. We're growing together, but we're confident in one another. The energy is always positive. I think our games complement each other, well. We've played Ben and Collin a million times. no secrets out there. They know us. We know them. It just comes down to execution. And some days you get fortunate. It was just our day.
Fed, well done. That forcing Ben to call a timeout, which is a rarity there, kind of at the end of game 2. I heard on the bench Johnny Goldberg say something about stick to the strategy, use what's working. What were some tweaks or some ideas that you guys had going into this match?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, be aggressive. We don't want to stay there thinking for 10 hours. I would love to, but I don't think it's gonna go in our favor. But yeah, I think Matt had a lot of good looks and he took advantage of them. So yeah, we're just super happy with this win.
Yeah, I imagine happy would be an understatement. Matt, you were a tennis star at Michigan. You got your law degree from there as well. 46 years old. Where would a Grand Slam title stack in your list of accomplishments in this life of yours?
Oh, I just keep saying I'm just trying to stay relevant out here. Some people on social media write me off. I'm an old man. I guess wise old men are sometimes wrong as well.